before we get into it, so this is our Wicked spoiler review. We'll get into spoilers, including things about the ending. I think, Alan and I both really love the stage play and really like this movie. I'm kind of shocked because the trailers and the promotion for the movie I thought were bad.
Yeah.
The trailers were, the effects in the trailers were bad. They cleaned it up significantly, but the trailers for this movie, I would groan at the trailers. And then the promotion for the film was not great.
The actor interviews. When I saw it Saturday, and just thought to myself, this is great. The second thing that came to my mind was they need to stop this press tour right now.
Right.
They just need to shut it down, let the movie speak for itself, because the actors are not helping this movie in any way.
Correct. But I got to say, they captured all the best moments from the stage play. The seeing this movie in a theater is an event. I saw so many women and men dressed in outfits, team pink or team green, and they were into it. And I love, I love enthusiasm. I love going to the movies. And when I see that kind of enthusiasm, it's that kind of like passion, enthusiasm. I love to see it. I'm sorry. I love to see it. And there's a lot of merch, and there's a lot of, I'll share something really quick. Alamo Drafthouse is doing screenings of Dickid. Wait, let me share that again. Dickid. It's a wicked stupid drag show. Alan, I just had it right.
Yeah, I know. Got it. There you go.
There you go. At the Alamo Drafthouse in LA, you can see Dickid, which, well, there you are. A wicked themed drag show. So there you go. But I love the enthusiasm. I want to get people back to the theater. I want movie theaters to thrive. I want to see a whole wide range of movies at theaters. And this movie knows its market. And I think, we've said it, it's going to be a huge hit. This is $1 billion movie, but let's talk about it. And especially the ending. Okay. And I love when you see these videos on YouTube where it's like Star Wars ending explained. I'm thinking, did you not understand the ending? Ridiculous. But this movie ends perfectly at the same moment that the stage play has an intermission. And what I'm excited about for the sequel, for Wicked 2, or the conclusion of the story, is because I actually think for the stage play, a lot of moments in that second half are breezed by.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're going through highlights of The Wizard of Oz, and it happens too quick. I think the second half has the potential to actually even be better than the second half of the stage play. So it ends with the I'll say this. So many of the songs, people clapped when the song like Loathing or Popular or certain songs got applause at the end. I was surprised. So, and a lot of moments too, that one moment that is the original actresses who played Elphaba and Galinda in the original stage play, they get a moment, a song, and it's good. And the audience loved it. So that's great. And I can see this movie getting repeat business. People will see this multiple times. Right, Alan?
Yeah. We've seen it twice so far.
Yeah. And you're going to go again, right?
Probably.
Well, you probably have to because your wife wants to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. But the way it ends with the song Defying Gravity. Elphaba learns to fly with the magical broom. And it's
the spell book.
I'm watching this movie and I'm like, this is a Marvel superhero movie for girls. That's what this is.
Yeah.
It's a superhero origin story. That's what it is at its core. And ending it there with the hard cut, to be continued. Perfect. And the audience just erupted. And I was at, oh God, I had the worst seats. I was off to the side in like the third row, like the best I could get for the Dolby Digital. So, what I'm excited about in the second half, and there may be, put the spoilers warning up, would you, Alan?
Yeah.
What I'm excited about is I think this has the potential to tell the second half of the story better than the play. Because I actually think the second half of the play is not as good as the first half. And it feels rushed. Like there's a bigger story that's not being told. Because what it does is it continues the story of Alphaba and Glinda, but then it happens parallel to the events of Wizard of Oz. Right? Alan, what are you doing?
I'm going over comments here.
Well, pay attention here.
Okay.
I want you to engage in the conversation.
I know, but you're talking and usually you go on. So,
well, but like then I want you to chime in. I care what you think.
I know.
For once.
Yeah. Okay. So in terms of I'm excited about the second half. The second half really dives deep into the friendship between Elphaba and Glinda.
The friendship is tested like every time we do a show.
Yes, exactly. And then you get it then runs parallel to the Wizard of Oz,
right?
Which
we know how that ends.
Right.
We know how that ends. So if you've seen the Wizard of Oz, guess what? That happens in the second half.
Well,
You will see in Wicked Part 2, you will see a retelling of the Wizard of Oz from a different point of view.
Yeah. And again, this movie did it first. The stage play did this whole was not really bad thing first. And so to say it's a trope is wrong, because if you're the first one to do it, it's not a trope. It's now a trope. And sadly, but let's see. The thing that I walked away with was how different the movie is from the stage play. And I'll say it this way: the movie is longer than the stage play. But what I talk about a lot is there's an intimacy when you see a live performance. So when you're sitting in the back row and the people look small, there's still an intimacy you get with that. And so when you see Elphaba singing "Defying Gravity," it's a major moment in the play, and you can't help but applaud and be excited for the ending of the first half. And to John M. Chu's credit, I think he understands that, and he did a lot. He made a lot of smart choices to bring not the intimacy of the theater, but to understand the emotional story of the characters. And that's why the movie's longer than the play, because they really do get into the emotion. The story about the humans and animals, with Peter Dinklage as Professor Dillamond, I believe is his name. That's just something you kind of pass by when you watch it. You understand it. It's kind of subtext or a subplot, a B plot to the movie. But in the movie though, they really dive into it, and they really make Professor Dillamond a sympathetic character. And now you understand Elphaba's turn. You understand Fiero's turn. You understand why Glinda is kind of caught. She's like the church in Bonhoeffer. It's do I go against the government or do I fall in line with the government? And that's going to be basically the second half, and or the next movie. And so the story with Bach and Nessa Rose. You kind of understand.
You mean Bick?
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
Yeah, but that story there, the idea that he's in love with Glinda, but Glinda asked him to ask Nessa Rose out. You really got the sense of the betrayal that's about to happen between Bach and Nessa Rose. So there are a lot of things that are just brought out, and I think that's to your point that you made about why you think the movie is better. I see them as two separate entities at this point.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, John M. Chu. My vote for best director so far this year.
Well, this movie will be the most nominated film of the year in both technical, acting, directing. Just wait for it. It will be the most, and I actually think because of this film, this year's Oscars will probably get better ratings.
Yeah.
Because a popular movie will get Oscar noms.
Yeah. Well, and here's the problem Wicked will run into, or here's the problem for the Oscars. There's no original music in this. So, the music cannot be nominated for an Academy Award in any way.
That sucks.
Yeah.
But God, I guarantee this will be a movie that will get it'll be playing through January. Minimum. It'll still be in theaters, and they're not going to rush this to digital.
Yeah. I think they're going to, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a Valentine's Day promotion to see this movie in theaters. So I think it'll go.
It would re-release. That makes sense. Although
or it'll run through February, and they'll do a big promotion in February.
Valentine's Day weekend is when Captain America comes out. So there you go. Final thoughts on the second half. I want to hear your thought on it, Al, because I always felt when I saw the stage play, the second half was rushed.
Yeah.
Songs are not as catchy. It's dark. And all the moments that involve Wizard of Oz were kind of rushed and not as clear. I feel like John Chu has the chance to make the second half better than the second half of the play in terms of story.
You're saying part two. Are you? I'm
saying part two.
Okay.
We're speculating now.
Yeah, speculating. Okay, so part two. I am definitely excited about part two. I'm liking the decisions being made through here. Wicked's not a perfect movie. There are flaws that I found, especially in the beginning, but it really hits its stride in the end. Knowing what happens in the second half, there are a lot of interesting things going on, and they're adding stuff. And so Defying Gravity is the defining song of this one. We could be changed. I can't wait to see that one.
Yeah. It's well, we'll see. And we'll talk about it Monday on Versus as well. Yeah. Let's go to this is I'm hopeful this will save theaters, to be honest.
Yeah.
Theaters really need some help, and this movie will do it.
Yeah. The one movie so far, because I hate to say it, I'm not hopeful for Moana 2, and I'm definitely not hopeful for Mufasa.
Same.